everybody, my name is Sarah Isabella. Thank you for clicking on this video, and if you did, I'm sure you're wondering what I'm planning to do for this next semester, how I'm preparing for online classes, how I'm preparing to go paperless, and if you are, keep watching. First, I'm going to be showing you guys what apps I'm going to be using and how I'm going to be using them. Alright everybody, this first app is called GoodNotes. You can add notebooks, file folders, you can add all kinds of different pages, you can highlight, you can draw, you can set color presets, you can add pictures, you can edit PDFs, so much you can do here. It's really cool. Another app I'm going to be using is Pages. It's basically Word but for Apple. You can change the font, do this drawing tool with the Apple Pencil, which was pretty cool. I was just kind of messing around with it here, making scribbles, and then moving the scribbles, and then creating more scribbles, so I was just messing around. And then I typed a little bit, but yeah, it's basically Word but for Apple. Another app we're going to be using is Grammarly, and this is like an editing app. You can put your document in there, set your preferences, and then it's going to edit it. It's going to tell you what to correct, it'll give you suggestions, so on and so forth. And it'll also type in your, like as you're typing in other apps, it can edit for you there too if you enable it. The last app we were going to be using is Google Drive and Google Docs. It's going to be really helpful in the upcoming semester because we use Chrome a lot for school, and it's just easy to upload to school. So now that I've showed you guys the apps I'm going to be using, I want to show you how I'm going to be organizing my classes in GoodNotes. Alright, in GoodNotes I decided to create these file folders, one for each class, and then I created notebooks, one for each like necessity of the class, I guess. Homework, notes, and tests. I'm not sure if this is how I'm going to keep my system, but I figured it's a good start and it'll at least give me a baseline for each class and how to get it set up. I created one file folder for each class: Intro to Education, Intro to Literature, Cultural Anthropology, Women's Studies, and American Government. And then for each class I kind of tried to color code it. As you can see, these covers each have a different color for each class, and I was just trying to color code it so that when I make my planner it was going to be easier to remember. I created these covers in Procreate. I just used a little like paintbrush setting and then made these big washes, and it was really easy. It was simple. I just did like 6 swatches of different colors and then added the little label, and then I went to Canva to create the Intro to Education text there, and I just did that for each class. It was only 5, so it didn't take too long, and then I added the image to the notebook as the first page, and then it shows up as the cover, and it's that simple. So then here I'm doing my Intro to Women's Studies. I made it kind of pink because, you know, we're girls, and I was trying to decide how big or little I wanted this extra text, and then I realized I can go in and erase or change or move it anytime I want. So I'll figure it out later, and I just was trying to get a rough draft here so I can have a baseline of organization for when this semester starts. So yes, this took me a very long time. It was just tedious doing the same thing over and over again, different colors, different classes, but the same thing over and over. So now with all those notebooks and file folders made for the class, I wanted to go in and just show you guys the different writing tools this had, more in depth kind of, and show the presets I created. For the highlighters, I decided to use those as my like class colors, so those greens and blues and pinks and reds for each class. I set as a different preset color for the highlight, and then for the pen colors I just kind of chose colors I really like and kind of pastel looking colors that I know I'm going to enjoy writing with. And then I was just kind of enjoying using the different tools here. Another big thing I'm going to be using my iPad for this semester is planning. I have created my own little planner in GoodNotes, and I'm going to be blocking out my time. So So I stored all the important files and my planner that I was going to be using throughout the semester, and then I erased this plan from 2 weeks ago that I realize now is not going to work for my upcoming semester. I went through and I set my presets, and then I started blocking out my time. I was getting really meticulous with my color choice. I just really wanted it to match because I was going to be using these colors for an entire semester, so I just wanted it to be something I was going to enjoy looking at. And now I'm just going through and highlighting in the block like fashion using this GoodNotes preset page for planners. I don't know where it is in the preset pages or anything, but I really liked it. It has the hours and I like this kind of planner with the hours set up like that so I can see what my day is actually going to look like on paper. I decided to kind of write out the name of the class and this little Zoom word because I wanted to know what classes were going to be online and which were going to be Zoom, in person, so on and so forth. So then I was just writing everything out, trying to block out my time, see what my week is going to look like. I decided to write in the times for each of my classes this first week just so that I would remember and have it just stick in my brain a little easier and not have to worry about looking it up on my little paper schedule or anything. These classes that I'm writing in now were online classes, so they just kind of fell with no time, and I forgot about them for a second, and then I started doing the homework time because it seemed more prevalent. But yes, those are my online classes that do not have time and are just lonesome and get thrown in whenever. This yellow I decided to use for work time. I really like using those scarier colors for things that I don't like to do, I guess. It's more urgent. It reminds me I gotta do stuff more. Then I was just blocking in more homework time whenever I thought I would sneak it in throughout the week. This last color I added in here, I decided to add self-care and creative time because I just really want to be able to balance my time. Like, I have to do homework and I have to work and do schoolwork, but I also have to be able to take care of myself and be creative still. So I wanted to make sure I blocked in that time and didn't just act like I would be able to do it. So yeah, so that was like my first week, and then up here I decided to make a little key with all the little highlighters and kind of changed colors, and I was being meticulous again, and then I wrote out what each color is supposed to be meant for. I made that red for important stuff for like tests or appointments or whatever I'm gonna have to do. Then I realized I can copy and paste it, and my life changed forever. I can copy and paste this key onto every single page for the rest of the semester in this digital planner, and I don't have to rewrite it every single page and every single month, and that was really exciting. And then I was just going in here and filling in a little bit of the next week of class because I just wanted to make sure that it looked okay and everything looked right. Yeah, I was enjoying just blocking out time in highlighter fashion. I was kind of zoning out and just having fun. I think my planner will look more like this without all the words so much. It's a little cleaner. Okay, now guys, I'm going to be showing you what I have in my little backpack for school. I've decided to try and go paperless this upcoming semester. I really want to be utilizing my iPad as much as possible. I want to go paperless as much as possible. I know I'm still going to need to print a few things out, but my goal is to be able to do almost everything on my iPad. So this is the backpack I want to be using this semester. It is small, but that is because I'm only really going to be having my iPad in there. If you are given the option to buy this little Seagull book, I suggest you buy it. It is less than $10 new, maybe $15 new, but you can always buy it used and you can always rent it. But it is seriously the investment you need for college. This is going to be your hand guide to any writing you do in college. This is something I'll be taking to school, even going paperless. this just because it is such a good resource. It's a small book and it has a lot of information. So as much as I'm excited to be using my iPad for this upcoming semester, I know I'm not going to be able to do everything on just my iPad. And I do have my laptop. I've had this laptop for years now. It works really good. It's really good quality. I really like it. It kind of cracked the screen. But you know, it is what it is. But basically, I'll probably be using this for Zoom classes at home just because it's a little easier and I can still take notes on my iPad while I'm in the Zoom class. But this will probably just be staying home at my desk. I probably won't take it to class or anything anymore. I'll probably just be relying on my iPad for that. But I do know that if there's like more intense things or something I just want to be able to type on a keyboard, I have this at home at all times. With that, I have this SanDisk 250 gigabyte external hard drive, basically. I keep this for my Sims game, but it is also great to put any past schoolwork I've done, any past pictures I need. It has a lot of storage and I will use it a lot. Something else I'm really going to be needing in my book bag this semester is these little cloth handkerchiefs to wipe screens off. Just because I know I'm going to get smudges all over my screen, so I want to have one of these handy just to wipe it if it gets too smeared, or to wipe my glasses, or to wipe my phone or anything like that. And then I also have these just a little wipey. It's supposed to be a lens cleaning wipe, but I'm sure if I needed to, I could use it for glasses or whatever I need. And that's just a little handy thing to keep in my bag for this digital semester, I guess. So even though I can't connect this to my iPad, I'm going to be needing this for my laptop a lot. I keep all of my past school papers on here, and I try to keep it organized. I also have a different one. All the pictures I use for the Sarah Isabella account. I try and store all my blogs and everything on here. These are really helpful. They're not that expensive, and these have 64 gigabytes each. I have 2 others that I haven't even started using yet. They're still in this plastic little packaging, but I know I'm gonna need them eventually, so I just get these when they're on sale, and these were $5 for 2. So kind of the last and most obvious thing probably for this upcoming semester is the fact that I do have one in-person class. It is an intro to education class, so I don't know what that means and what that means our classroom's going to look like, but I do know that it's going to be every Tuesday, Thursday, I'm going to have an in-person class. So I have masks in my backpack because that is going to be a necessity for this upcoming semester, surprisingly. Yeah, I don't know how long this in-person class will last. I don't expect it to go the whole semester. I don't expect to be in person the whole semester, it is what it is, so we're just going with it, right? But the rest of my classes are going to be online and Zoom classes, so I won't need this other than that one class. I'm excited to see what this new semester brings. It's my second year of college, so I'm just really still trying to figure out how college works, I think, and I'm excited. I'm really, really excited, even though it's going to be mostly online. Alright guys, I think that's it. I think I've covered everything I want to talk about. We're just preparing the best we can for the semester. It's going to be unprecedented. I don't think anyone is fully prepared, but getting on top of your classes, figuring out how you're going to organize throughout the semester, planning your weekly schedule and what your weeks are going to look like is really helpful, I think. Even if it's digital, it doesn't need to be a mess, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically what I have planned for this semester, what I have prepared for this semester, and what my ideas are for preparing for this semester. I do plan on going paperless. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to keep you guys updated, and I'm going to let you know more when I learn more about paperless schooling. So if you guys liked watching me prepare for this next semester and you want to learn more about how I'm going paperless, is subscribe below and like and comment, and I'll be, trying to get back to you guys. I'll be trying to update you guys as the semester goes on. As I am actively using a paperless system for schooling, I'll be updating you